Hey everybody. Oh, happy Saturday. Sorry, I'm trying to get my iPad to pull up here. Oh, I keep going into Messenger for some reason. Hang on. Hey Diane, happy Saturday. Welcome in. What am I doing? Okay, here I am. There I am. Hey y'all. Hey Carolyn. Welcome in, y'all. I'm on time. I was supposed to come on a little early and I lost track of the minutes there. So I think crafting barefoot with Sharon, she's finishing up right now. And then it's my turn. We are doing, it's an event in Gia's Creations, or it's hosted by Gia's Creations. The group, it's a free group. It's called Creative Crafters Assemble. Oh, last paper towel. I missed. Today's theme is Floral Centerpieces. So I've changed my project numerous times. Because y'all know, if you were on here last night, I did late night crafting last night, and I didn't have a clue what I was going to do today. And all night I kept scrolling through Pinterest, and then this morning I was scrolling through Pinterest. Hello, Donna in Alabama. Hey, Stella. Hello, hello. Hey, Grace. All right. This is so wrong. It says there's 2 people watching. Now it says 3. But there's like several people saying hello. Hey, Michelle. So something's up with my little eyeball counter up there. It's never right. Hey, Charlene. Welcome in. Y'all, if anybody's new here, my name is Jennifer. I'm in Georgia. Welcome to my page. I am going to make a floral centerpiece. And I'm just going to show y'all my, I was going to say it was a Dollar Tree flip, but it's really not. Some of the stuff is from Dollar General. So if y'all remember a couple weeks ago, I did this little tray. Okay. It was a tray from Dollar General. And this is what I had 2 of them, so I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do something different. This is what it looked like before. It has handles. I've already taken the handles off. I did a little bit of prep work because I only have 45 minutes to do this. So I took the handles off. I've got them over here. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Penny. Hey, Miss Ruby. Oh, it's chipping. So I made over this one. This is what it used to look like, and I just did this. So I'm going to do something similar, but I'm doing a floral centerpiece on it. And what I've got, let me just show you all my supplies. I've got this little tray. Okay, thank you for sprinkling, Miss Ruby. I have 2 little mason jars. I already started painting one of them, so I could have a little bit of my stuff already done. I've got these flowers. I showed y'all these earlier in the spring. I got these off Amazon, a whole big bundle of them. So I'm going to use some of these. I don't know if I'll use these or not. These are just some flowers, I think from, I don't know where these are from. Maybe Michael's. They were in my stash over here. I think they're from Michael's. They might be from Walmart, but just, I may not even use them. So anyway, I've got some flowers. If at the end, if this turns out pretty decent, that sounds terrible, doesn't it? If it turns out decent and anybody wants to try to make one, if you can, I found this tray on clearance for like, it was originally $8 at Dollar General, and I got it back in the fall for like $1 or something, maybe $2. But another option would be, I know y'all have seen these. Dollar Tree carries these little things year round. They usually change the color, but they're usually right there with the dishes and stuff like that. So if this turns out and it's something you want to copy or try to recreate and you can't find a tray, you could always do one of these. Just decorate it up. Because I'm going to decoupage this tray. So I'm going to, two things. I'm going to paint my mason jars because that's what I'm going to use to put my flowers in. Hi, Reggie. Hi, Sharon. Welcome in, y'all. My top. Thank you. I got this top at Belk. I don't know if you have a Belk department store near you, but if you don't, they have a website, belk.com, and they have an awesome sale going on. So they have so many cute summer clothes. I'm going to use Waverly chalk paint, Ocean. I'm going to use this blue. I love this blue. So I'm just going to paint my mason jars with this real quick. I'm just going to give it a simple coat. I don't even care if it's totally solid or not. I know a lot of people paint these and then they'll kind of distress them. They usually paint them like white or something and then kind of grunge them up a little bit. You can do so many things, and you can get mason jars at Dollar Tree too. I think we had a pack of these from the holidays because Callie and I did cupcakes in a jar as little gifts to give to people, and I had some left over. So I'm just going to get a little coat of this on here just to give it some color. I'll be honest with you, really it's just because I don't want to see the stems of the flowers I'm sticking in there. I don't want that to show, so as long as there's a little bit of color on here, I'm good. Hey, Gina. You don't have Belk? I tell you what, Belk, it's a department store. You know, like Macy's. Do y'all still have Macy's? I know Macy's is still around. It's just a matter of where are the malls, you know? I grew up in the 80s, so malls were like my life. 80s and 90s. We had all that stuff there inside the mall. I miss all that. I mean, we still have some malls. Like here in Atlanta, we have Lenox. Lenox is a huge mall. You know, Cumberland, Perimeter, stuff like that, but I don't know. It's just different. All right, let me just get a coat of this on here. I'm gonna paint this tray, and then I'm gonna decoupage some paper. You're not far from Atlanta? I am south. Are you in Georgia? I am southeast of Atlanta. I'm like below the airport and stuff like that. So if you come into Atlanta, you land at Hartsfield International Airport, you're not too far from me. I mean, you're not super close, but not too far. I'm on this side of Georgia. You know what? I haven't shopped much for clothes either. But I went out. It was Mother's Day. Well, it was Mother's Day weekend, and they had a huge sale going on. And I was like, you know what? I need some summer clothes, because I am always wearing like hoodies and sweats and leggings and all that around the house because it's just comfortable. Hey, Teresa Gag. I hope y'all are all having a great day, great weekend. We have no plans this weekend. We're just kind of hanging around. So if you're doing the same, this event, it's like I said, it's hosted by Gia with Gia's Creations, and it's floral centerpieces. So if that's something you're into, you like to decorate your table, stuff like that. I've changed my project 4 times already today. One of my ideas, I was gonna do a centerpiece for my coffee table. And I just, you know, I get an idea in my head and then I might not have one thing that I really want for it. So I just say, I'll just change it. I'll do something else. So You never know what people are going to make, so it's always fun to watch. And this event goes until, I think Stella is the last presenter at 7 p.m. So it's going to be going on all day. So be sure to check everybody out. I posted the lineup on my page. So if you're cleaning, I need to be doing that. Okay. All right, I'm not going to worry about the bottom. It's not going to really show. So I already painted this one. So I've got two. So sit them over here. That wasn't too bad. All right, and I'm going to paint. Okay, let me show you. I've got a piece, it's just a piece of printed paper. That color is Waverly Chalk Paint Ocean. It's one of my favorites. I've got this paper. It looks like distressed, like damask, I guess. It's just a printout that I had. I'm going to decoupage it inside here, but I'm going to paint this white first. So I think I might use this. This is just the Snow White Waverly Chalk Paint. If it's not all clumpy. I haven't used this one in a while. So, yeah, might not be too bad. We'll try it. All right, I'm gonna lower the camera down so y'all can see what I'm doing. I was just holding that mason jar up for you. Okay, and I'm gonna sit down. I've also got some fabric, just some scraps of fabric. I may tie like some little rag strips. You know how you rip the fabric? I might tie some of that around my mason jars. This is gonna be the super simple floral arrangement. It's not gonna be anything fancy. Nothing like that. So, I mean, I'm basically just sticking some flowers in the mason jar. I think my presentation is more everything that the mason jar is sitting on. Okay. You know what? I took the handles off so I could paint this, and I'm going to pop them back on. And when I unscrewed them, the wood was kind of sharp and splintery, so I sanded it. And actually, I like the color of that right there. So I might just sand the rest of it and then decoupage this. I was going to paint the whole thing white, but I kind of like the way this wood looks when you sand it down a little bit. So I think I'm going to do that. Oh, yeah, my Mod Podge, well, that's why I don't use the jars, the big tubs of Mod Podge. I have some, but then I got several of these little bottles at Dollar Tree, and I just keep refilling them because I've gotten on here before and I couldn't open my Mod Podge. This was like early on, and I was like, okay, no more. No more. All right, I'm just going to sand just a little bit. I love this because it's got, look at this edge. It's like half beads. I think that's so pretty. Let's see if I can. Y'all, if you ever go in Dollar General, always check for their clearance sections, because they have some great bases, like things to use to flip. And I'm pretty sure this was $2 or less. So always check the clearance. I say that about every place though. You know, you go in stores and you might see a big canvas and it's some design or some print that you don't like, or it's not your style, it's not your colors. That's probably why it's on clearance, because nobody liked the colors or whatever. So you can paint over it or decoupage over it. I'm gonna see if I can sand away some of this a little bit. I don't know, it might show through my paper. I may just have to paint. Just paint a layer of paint over it. Hey Sharon. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put just a little coat of paint, because I don't want to see kitchen, the heart of the home, through my paper. You're going to the symphony. Fun. Gosh, I haven't been to the symphony since, probably since I was a teenager. That sounds really fun. We went to the Atlanta Symphony. Okay, I'm gonna lower y'all a little bit more. Here we go. I'm really just painting over this so I don't see it through the paper. So I'm not trying to do a really awesome paint job here. Just want to cover that, those words. Okay. Yeah, actually that's gonna cut off a lot of time, because I was planning on painting the whole thing, but I like that wood once it's sanded down. It's just a pretty lighter color. Hey Margie. Hello, hello. Y'all, if there's anybody new here, just comment new, tell me where you're watching from. And I do want to say this, because one of my crafty sisters in my private group, she was telling me she's on here all the time. I think she's one of the top engagers. I mean, always commenting and liking and, you know, watching. And she said that she noticed she wasn't following my page anymore. So I think sometimes when Facebook does these updates, it will unfollow. So you might want to, if you want to check and see, just tap the screen, like right now, just tap the screen and look for those 3 little dots. Sometimes they're up here, sometimes they're down there. It depends on what version you're on or what device you're on. But if you tap those 3 buttons, it's a little menu button. You'll see if it gives you the option to follow. If it gives you that option, that means you're not following anymore. So if you're noticing that you're not seeing some of your favorite crafters, if they're not showing up in your news feed anymore, that's why. I don't know why it does that. And you don't think about it till you're like, I have people come on here sometimes and they'll say, I haven't seen you in months. And I'm like, probably not following anymore. That's probably what's wrong. So that's what happens. All right, let's see. I'm going to jump around a little bit because, well, no. I'm going to go ahead and dry this paint real quick. You had to refollow twice, yeah. Yeah, because Diane, I remember you used to be on here a long time ago, like all the time, and then one day I was watching someone else and I saw you comment on their page. I was like, oh, hey, Diane. And you were like, Jennifer. It was like, I mean, it's hard to keep up. I mean, too many updates. Hey, Carla. Thank you for sprinkling, y'all. Okay. I have to keep up with the time. I get so confused when I do these events and I start at like a weird time, like 3:15. I'm like, so, okay, I'm on here till 4. It always throws me off. And I'll like turn off early. Everybody gets mad at me. I'm like, I'm sorry. I got confused. All right, so I'm just gonna take my paper. It's just a printout. I'm going to cut it. No, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna paint around the edges white because I'm going to tear that paper so it might not fit all the way to the corner. So I wanna get white up under here in case it shows, because it's probably gonna show. So you painted your butterfly. Okay, I can't wait to see it. Was it your nightlight, the butterfly nightlight, or the butterfly, probably the nightlight. What was the other one? The sun catcher. I need to make some more of those. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to get right around the edges. Nothing fancy. Okay. 11 unfollows in one day. Wow. My gosh. Oh, your paintings. Your paintings. That's right. Can't wait to see that. Y'all, I'm always saying, Diane needs her own page. She creates some really pretty stuff. She shared some pictures with us of some of her, is it watercolor paintings or acrylic paintings? Like canvases and stuff. She shared some in our private group. They are amazing. Very, very talented. I can't paint like that. I can't paint people or animals. They look like little stick figures. That's all I got. Diane's too nervous for that. You know what? My daughter says that about doing the lives, but she's done, you know, she's done a couple of lives with me, and we're doing one tomorrow in the private group, a cooking one. And because she's like, I'll have an anxiety attack. I can't do it by myself. But then after she's done it with y'all, she's like, they're so nice. Everybody's so nice. I'm like, I know. It does make it easier. Y'all make it a lot easier. Everybody's so sweet. Okay. Sorry, I just really want to get these edges. Okay, good enough. All right, so now I'm gonna Now I'm gonna figure out how big this needs to be. Let me try it again. Eek. My glue gun. I didn't bring my water pen back in here. I'm just going to use a paintbrush and some water and just tear it. I think everybody should do a Facebook Live at least once, just to see what it's like. I remember the very first Facebook Live I did, when I was done, I couldn't figure out how to turn it off. Oh my God. I was just like, now what? Because I don't recall seeing the finish button. Maybe it was, I don't know. But I think I was using my computer instead of my phone, because there's a camera on the computer, and I was sitting in front of the computer doing it, and I was like, it's totally different, like all the, you know, where everything's at. And I could not, I don't want to see you pass out. I could not figure out how to turn it off, so I was like, I look like an idiot. So I'm like, what do? Just turn off your computer and walk away? Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, so let me figure out. How big? Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and tear one side because it's got this white border around it. I don't want to use my paintbrush water because it's already colored. I'm just going to use some of this water. Hey, Louetta. Hello. All right, can y'all see? See how big this needs to be. Hey, if y'all want, you could practice going live like in our private group. It's just, what, 20, 21, 22 of us? You could do that. That would give you a good practice. Okay. All right, so now I know where to tear it. All right, it's got my paper. corn. And it's a little big. No, once I push it in, it'll be good. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna put some Mod Podge in here. Let's see. I'll still see what I'm doing here. I am tired. That late night live, I got off, well, I think it was after midnight maybe. Was it after? It was at midnight when I got off, yeah. And I didn't go straight to bed. I said I was gonna go to bed, and then I got busy. And then I was trying to find, oops, gosh. I was trying to find my, my baker's twine, because I actually needed it for that project. So I went on a mission looking for that, and I found it, and now I have no idea where I laid it. I found my pink and white baker's twine, and it would be perfect for that that lemonade, little lemonade sign I made last night. Because there's a spot where it needed like something tied on there, and I don't know where I laid it down. No idea. Okay, this is starting to dry. Put this in here. No, that's fine. That's fine. It was a late night live. How are we on time? Okay, we're good. Right. So there's, I don't know if that's upside down or not, but there's this. And I'm going to put the handles back on. I'm going to go ahead and move on to my mason jars real quick. I just did a coat of blue chalk paint. It's Ocean. And I'm telling you, I'm not doing anything fancy with the floral arrangements. I'm just basically sticking these flowers. I got these off Amazon. These are great. I have them outside too. They're plastic, but they're really pretty. I'm gonna stick some of those down in there, and I'm gonna take some of this ribbon, and I'm gonna tie some little ripped strips around the jars. Let's see, I want them really thin. That one too thin. And y'all, coming up after me in this event is Pretty Pieces by Michele. She was in here a minute ago. She might be off getting her stuff ready. So you have to check her out. Uh-oh. I hate when that happens. It's supposed to rain all weekend here. It's cloudy, but it has not rained yet this morning. My neighbor is having a garage sale, so I went over there to be nosy. Snoop around. And I walked in the garage and there was this box that said craft stuff. And I was like, ding! But I didn't find anything. I didn't find anything I could use. I was a little bummed. So I need to have a garage sale. Callie and I have been talking about that. We have way too much stuff. Gotta get rid of. All these strings. Hi, Rosalie. Hello. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay. Why do I get nervous when I hear that? I always be like, oh, yeah, we got plenty of time. We got plenty of time. And then I look up, it's like 2 minutes. And then I freak out and I start messing up stuff. Eek. Let's see. I always want to finish. I don't like not finishing my project. Okay. Just gonna tie this on. Love my shirt. Thank you. Thank you. It's very summery, isn't it? I got it at Belk. And I was just saying, if you don't have a Belk department, B-E-L-K, if you don't have one near you, they're online and they ship. And man, they've got some good deals going on. There's always like a coupon. Click the coupon code or apply the coupon code. Make sure you look for that, because I'm pretty sure if you don't apply it, they don't give it to you, but it's always there. Like 50, 60% off. It's crazy. All right. Sorry, these strings are driving me nuts. All right, there's one. It's just kind of patriotic. I'm gonna go ahead and at least get one of these done. I am doing 2 because there's room on here for 2 on this little tray. So what I was gonna do is just take a little mason jar. I'm just gonna clip these. I mean, I guess you could leave them whole and just fold up the little stem. Yeah, you could do that. Branch them out. I don't even know if I'm gonna put my little white flowers in there. I might just leave it kind of simple, because you know what? I've got my little patriotic pinwheels from our private group. Could tuck those in there. I might have to change the little skewer, but put those in there. Wouldn't that be cute? I might make this. I made some smaller ones because I was going to make some napkin rings. I might do that. Put the smaller ones on some skewers. Those are cute. All right, let me put my handles back on my. Hey, Andrea. Put my handles back on my tray. But yeah, I'm gonna do 2. Cut 2 mason jars. So I figure I could put them side by side. Let me put this back on here real quick. What do I got? I got 6 minutes. That should be good. I'm going to do a coat of Mod Podge on top of this paper too, just to protect it. I'll probably do a couple of coats, and that way I can wipe it down if I want to. You know, if it needs to be wiped down, it'll be sealed. Hey Lydia, how are ya? Happy Saturday. All right, let's see. I know, how's your mom? I hope your mom's better. My heart breaks for her. Sounds so painful. Okay. All right, so here's my tray. All right, and there's one. Like I said, I may make smaller version of these. What did I do with those? Oh, let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's the smaller ones I was working on. See how much smaller they are? I might finish these off and put a skewer. This is just a skewer from Dollar Tree. I might put them on a skewer and poke that in there. Isn't that cute? I need to put the buttons and all that on it, and then poke those in. So I'll have one here, one there. Let me go ahead and finish up this other jar. So I'm just taking ripped fabric strips. Less pain, that's good. That's always good. I hate that. I hate when somebody is just in pain and, you know, what can you do? I mean, it's awful. Yes, Pretty Pieces by Michele is up next. And like I said, this goes through this event. If you go to Gia's group, it's a free group. You don't have to pay to be in there. It's Creative Crafters Assemble. I feel like I do all of her events. I sign up for all of her events. They're always good. Got good themes. All right, there's my other. I'll probably jazz this up a little bit too. Let's see. I've got strings everywhere from that ripping that fabric. Hi Kathy, welcome in. Hi Helen. Y'all, if anybody's new here, my name is Jennifer. Welcome in. Glad you're here. And if you missed the beginning, you can go back as soon as I'm done. It'll be available to watch on replay, so you can see it from the beginning. And if you enjoy it, I hope you'll tap the follow button and come back often. I don't know if I'm gonna put, I don't even think it needs that. I think they're cute without that. I also I was gonna make some flowers with ribbon. I didn't finish it. I've been playing around with all these ribbons, but I think I'm going to finish up my little mini patriotic pinwheels and put them in here. Here's my other, yeah, because I've got some more stars. Let's put that on there. And I've got 2 of them. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. I don't know where that little red button went. Okay, so anyway, let me sit it out. I got 1 minute. Y'all be sure to go over and follow that group, but also go check out Michele at Pretty Pieces by Michele. She's up after me. And here's my, I know the comments are probably in the way, so let's see. Here's my little floral arrangement. These are going to be smaller. These are kind of big in here. I'm going to put the smaller ones in. Okay, so it'll be more like this, but smaller. I'll finish up my little small ones and I'll snap a picture. But isn't that cute? And then afterwards, if I'm not doing this patriotic thing, I can use this. This goes with my kitchen. So I figured I'd do these colors so I can put something else on here throughout the summer or year round. It's just my colors. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. And if you don't already follow, or if you think you already follow, if you want to double check, just tap the screen and see if you follow. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Well, no, that's my private group. We're cooking tomorrow. So I will see y'all later. Y'all have a great Saturday. Bye.